Imagine opening a door in your house that wasn't there yesterday. You check the room twice. The house plan shows that this wall should be solid, but the door is real. Cold metal handle, faint light from under the door. Without thinking for a long time, Stickman opens the door. On the other side, he saw his own street. The same houses. The house has a road and heaven. One detail was wrong. The clock on the wall showed the time 3:33. The cars were parked. The lights in the houses were on. But there were no people anywhere. Stickman walked for 30 minutes. Then he found a newspaper. The date was tomorrow. Fair question. Maybe this is a dream? He thought the same thing. Then he found his own home. There was another Stickman sitting inside. The second Stickman immediately looked up. Neither of them looked surprised. The other smiled. Then he pointed to the sky. A black circle hung above the clouds. Its diameter was several kilometers. Scientists have been discussing such concepts for decades. In 1935, Albert Einstein and Nathan Rosen described the concept that later became known as the Einstein-Rosen bridge. This idea assumed the existence of a short path between distant regions of space. No one has ever directly observed such a bridge, but this concept still remains part of modern discussions in physics. Stickman continued walking. The black circle grew larger. Suddenly all the clocks changed. The city came to life. The cars started moving. The air was filled with conversations, but no one noticed him. He tried to talk to them. They walked right through it. That's when he realized something. He did not visit their world. He was invisible inside him. The black circle began to open up. A bright beam crossed the city. Buildings began to disappear. The streets folded like paper. The entire city began to shrink in on itself. Then everything plunged into darkness. Stickman opened his eyes. He found himself back in his house. The strange door has disappeared. The next morning he checked the news. One article caught his attention. Astronomers have detected an unexplained radio signal. The signal was received exactly at 3:33, at the same time that all the clocks in the other world showed. Coincidence? Maybe. But he was never able to find out the truth. Because the door never appeared again. At least not in his dimension. 3 days later, something appeared on Stickman's phone. A photo that he never took. There was someone familiar in the corner of the photo. There was a message under the photo. The door is opening again. Find the train. In the next episode, the train that doesn't exist.